Good morning, guys. Today we're going to start a series on essay writing, and we know that our essays, whether it be medicine, surgery, IRH, or whatever other course, has four parts. Part A being a definition, part B, maybe you'll find signs and symptoms, you might find predisposing factors, you might find a diagram, you might find a pathophysiology. So then we have part C being the management or nursing care plan. Then part D, you can give, for example, 5 IEC points on discharge, on prevention, or state 5 complications. So we're going to start a series to look at all these parts and how you can write them. So I hope you will be able to follow me step by step, because I'll try and make it brief on each section so that we're able to understand and get more marks in our essay writing. So today we're going to start with definition. So we know that our definition for any course, it is worth 5%. At least that is the minimum. Okay. So definition is worth 5%. That is out of 100 marks. Now, how do we get our definition? How do we get our 5% out of the definition? Because you might find some people will get 1%, some people will get 2%, some people might even get 3 or 4, okay, because you didn't write what is needed to put in that definition for you to gain all the 5%, of which it is actually the easiest. Okay, so these are the three things that I came up with for you to come up with a proper definition worth 5 marks. 1. What type of a condition is it? You should be able to mention in your definition, as you are defining, what type of a condition it is. Then you should also state or mention the causes. If there's no cause, you find that some conditions, maybe like asthma or peptic ulcer, you have more than one cause. Okay, so there you can state the predisposing factors or the risk factors. Then you can also mention the causative organism, if it is an organism. That is, in surgery, maybe you might not have organisms, you might find maybe the condition is due to trauma, so you can mention the cause as being to trauma. Okay, then the third part that you need to mention is signs and symptoms. Okay, you can say characterized by, you mention at least 2 signs and symptoms that are specific to that condition. Then you'll be able to get the 5%. Okay, so now we look at some of the examples. Our first example is cholera. Okay, I know most of us, if you say cholera, you meet someone, what is cholera, on the street, you'll be able to say something. But then, if you're able to define cholera using the 3 things that we have mentioned, cholera is an acute infectious diarrheal waterborne disease. So this is what it is, caused by Vibrio cholerae. So this one is the cause, because we know this is caused by an organism. Characterized by copious rice water diarrhea, projectile vomiting, muscle cramps, severe dehydration, and vascular collapse. Okay, so if you can at least remember just two of the signs and symptoms which are specific to cholera, then you are okay. Okay, so for example, you find only rice water stew in cholera, you only find projectile vomiting in cholera. Okay, and all these others, yes, you might also find them, the other signs and symptoms, but at least if you can mention at least 2, then you are fine. Okay, let's look at another example. Definition of asthma. Define asthma. Okay, asthma is a chronic inflammatory disorder of the airways that can be due to exposure to feathers, animal dander, dust mites, or mold. It is characterized by bronchospasms, wheezing, or dyspnea. You've seen how easy it is if you know what to put in your definition for you to get your 5%. Okay, so there, chronic inflammatory disorder of the airway. This is the type of condition. That is what it is. It affects the airway, and it is a chronic disorder. Okay, then what can predispose or what can aggravate or what can cause this asthma to start? Someone can be exposed to feathers. Feathers can be maybe in a pillow or feathers of a chicken or whatever. Then animal dander. We know what dander is, huh? The fur of the animal. Maybe you have a cat, a dog. You come in contact with that, you start sneezing. Or it could be dust mites. Dust mites maybe in a mattress, okay? Or maybe the house is just too dusty. Someone will get us, will start having asthmatic attacks. Or mold. We know what mold is. You have not cleaned your house, then water is accumulating together with dust. You have mold growing on the ground or even on boards. Okay, then there's signs and symptoms. You have bronchospasms, spasms in the bronchioles or the airways. Then someone will start wheezing and they may have dyspnea. Okay, so if you have any questions, please leave those questions in the comment section, and like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thank you very much.